This week's guest is Dom Pillai from Arcc Folkestone. So Dom, do you want to tell us or tell the audience what we've been discussing and what they've got to look forward to in today's Big Idea Show interview?
Right, so we're talking about East Meets West, which is a fundraising event for Arcc, and which is a charity based on Tontine Street, and the event is celebrating cultural diversity within the town of Folkestone.
Brilliant. Coming up next, the Big Idea Show. That was the Arcc, and I'm joined by my first guest today, who is Dom Pillai. Dom, how's it going?
Hello, yeah, it's very well, thank you.
Good to have you on the show. And today's discussion is going to be around celebrating cultural diversity, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
And do you want to tell us kind of what inspired this discussion? Because you've got an event coming up, haven't you, locally, that this all ties into?
Yeah, so I work for a charity called Arcc. And we're a daycare centre based on Tontine Street. We support adults with disabilities. So we are very much about engaging with the community, all areas of the community. And every year we do a sort of Christmas fundraising event. And the reason for that is we like to sort of challenge social isolation. So a lot of people, especially if you have a disability, can be quite isolated over the Christmas period, and we want to make sure that everyone gets to celebrate Christmas in a fun and exciting way.
Yeah.
So each year we do a different theme, and this year we wanted to do the theme East Meets West. Cut that out. And it's basically the theme represents the celebration of cultural diversity within the town.
Okay.
So we have a very diverse community in Folkestone. There are a lot of areas of the community that aren't necessarily as kind of represented as they could or should be. So we're kind of looking at the Indian community, Nepalese community, and basically, yeah, it's just a fusion of cultures and everyone having a great time.
Yeah, definitely, good stuff. And is it something kind of bringing in not only the community of people that you work with kind of at Arcc, but like I said, the Nepalese community as well? Is that something that's kind of new for this year, or is that something that you've always tried to include?
It's kind of new for this year. I mean, we've always tried to engage with all areas of the community, but this year we're specifically aiming for that area. Yeah, it just felt like a really important topic to explore, especially with everything that's going on globally. I think that we could all get together and all areas of the community kind of bond together, because you know, we're all deserve to be treated the same. Yeah,
definitely, and kind of just celebrating whatever your kind of religion or anything like that, to celebrate at this time of year. It doesn't matter if it's all different, right? Like you said, it's coming together as opposed to it necessarily being about Christmas, I suppose, right?
That's right, yeah.
Great stuff. And I know I saw you present at Folkestone Soup. That was back a few months or so ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be.
But I know you won that, so well done.
Thank you very much.
But there was a specific kind of, I think, reason where there was, I remember the point that you said something and everyone went, oh yeah, and then it clicked for everyone. That's kind of, I guess, really exciting thing about what you're doing for this event. Do you want to tell everyone kind of where that money from Folkestone Soup is going?
Yeah, so one of the things that we come across quite a lot at Arcc is we work with a lot of people on sort of low or no incomes. So if you are in that situation, obviously money being a big challenge, then it's even harder to celebrate at Christmas time. So what we did with the money at Folkestone Soup is we're using that to essentially pay for people that wouldn't be able to afford to come to the event, and it will be done anonymously, it's confidential, and respecting people, so they don't feel like they're kind of like it's too, people know that they're on a low income.
Yeah, definitely. And
so basically we work alongside other charities like Mind and the Alzheimer's Society, Headway, and between all of us we find sort of 5 to 10 people that we think would benefit most from those tickets, and we approached them sort of respectfully.
Okay, yeah, definitely, because I guess, income can be quite a socially isolating factor as well, isn't it? As
Definitely.
well as, like, we're talking about disability, or maybe being different cultural kind of backgrounds. So it's exciting to see how you really are bringing absolutely everyone, because I think we're lucky enough to have loads of different events, and people tend to focus on separate areas, don't they? Whereas I think you guys have really taken on a really exciting big project in that it's like literally everyone coming together, and this real fusion and celebration of what Folkestone is, right? We all make up Folkestone, so let's celebrate that uniqueness. It's a really exciting thing. Okay, Dom, that sounds awesome. We're going to take a quick break now. We're going to have some more music, we're going to have some Reef, and then we'll be back to chat a little bit more, I guess, about what inspired you, or what does inspire you going forward around this topic, and kind of everything like that. So we'll be back after a bit of Reef. Bob Marley and Funk Star Deluxe there. We're just coming up to 11:25, and I'm still joined in the studio by Dom Pillai from Arcc Folkestone. How's it going, Dom?
Yeah, still going great.
Good. Right, let's go back into our discussion then, shall we, around celebrating cultural diversity and your East Meets West event that's coming up on the 2nd of December.
Yes,
Did I get that right?
yes,
Brilliant. Okay,
yeah.
We didn't actually say that in the last link. So that's on the 2nd of December, and that's inspired this discussion, really,
Yeah.
hasn't it? So with you told us in the last link about it being about bringing people together from whatever their backgrounds, and people who maybe might feel socially isolated otherwise, especially at Christmas.
Yeah.
So what are some of the main issues that you guys have kind of identified, and what are the solutions that, I mean, obviously putting on events like this, but what are some of the solutions that we either as a community can be doing, or as individuals can be doing, to kind of help people?
Yeah. Oh wow, that's
Sorry, big question.
It's a big question, but no, I'll attempt.
Let's start with a simple one. What are some of the challenges that you guys have identified?
Right. Okay. So at Arcc, we work with a wide range of people within the community. I guess one of the main things that we do come across is a lot of the people we work with are quite socially isolated, and for a lot of people the only contact they have is with healthcare professionals, and the benefits,
Yeah.
and a lot of areas where basically their disability is seen as a negative thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when they come to us, what we want to focus on is, rather than kind of what people can't do, instead looking at what people can do.
Okay.
So people come to us and we sit down and we say, right, what do you want to do? And they tell us what they want to do, and we basically facilitate that to happen. And we've had all kinds of things, from painting, filmmaking. Someone wanted to do a skydive.
Wow.
We've done that.
Okay, cool.
We've done everything. And what's great about working there is I've done all kinds of things that I never dreamed of doing.
Yeah.
But that's what we're all about. And another really big part of it is it's a social environment. So again, a lot of people don't have a social life because they are isolated. And there's been lots of friendships that have been built there, with a lot of people who might not necessarily have met each other otherwise.
Yeah.
So that can't be underestimated as well.
Yeah, definitely. And what is it kind of, we were talking off air when you were saying you'd be working there, kind of started as a volunteer and then working there a number of years now. What is your kind of, what inspires you most about the work that you get to do, and the kind of contribution you're able to make?
Yeah, well, it's completely changed my life. It's not just a job, it's a way of life. I started as a volunteer. As soon as I walked in the door, I was like, this is like what I would like the world to be like.
Wow.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So I started supporting people. I approached the charity and said, I'm a filmmaker, I'd like to support people, making films, anyone who wants to do that. So I started off by doing that, and it just kind of built and built and built, and I'm there a lot. And it's a massive part of my life, and it's been so beneficial to me. That's a lot of people don't realise, that when you work for a cause like that, It's not just about giving to other people, it gives a lot to you
Yeah.
as well.
Definitely, that's really great. And I guess, is that what inspired you maybe to, like you obviously talk about the more practical activities and the practical support you're doing to enable and facilitate people to be able to do workshops and creativity and all those various sorts. But you also then kind of say about how good it makes you feel to be in that environment and be able to support people. Is that where wanting to do this event and go beyond your immediate kind of participants came to bring everyone in?
Yeah, because we want to, at the end of the day, the people we support, we want them to have an active part within the whole of the community. So everything that we do is working towards that, so that people feel like they have a say, that they're valued, and they can, live the life that they want to live.
Yeah, definitely, that's great stuff. And kind of hopefully we've inspired people. We'll put it in now and we'll remind people again later. If they have been inspired by this, where can they get tickets?
Right, well, there's a couple of places they can get tickets. They can get tickets from us directly, which is, you can either contact us via Facebook, you can give us a call on 01303 211 248. You can just drop by.
We're on Tontine Street.
We're on Tontine Street, and we're open Monday to Friday, 10 till 3. Or you can approach the Quarter House, which is where we're holding the event, and they're selling tickets on the box office as well.
Okay. Great stuff. And you're and just so that people make sure people spell it right to come and find you, it's ARRCC.
That's
Folkestone,
correct.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Great stuff. Right, we're going to be back. We're going to chat some more, but before that, we're going to have some music, and we'll be chatting more with Dom from Arcc. Rock the Boat by Hughes Corporation, and I'm still here chatting to Dom about the East Meets West event. And Dom, do you want to tell us a bit about what is actually going to be happening on the event itself?
Right, okay, so it's happening at the Quarter House, and it starts at 7 o'clock, and people will be coming in, and I've edited like a video montage of classic Bollywood dance sequences, and then as they go in, we've got a series of food stalls where food has been provided with by different caterers in Folkestone.
Nice.
And so you've got a stall which is like a chicken curry, and you've got a vegetarian curry, you've got bhajis, pakora, different nice foods.
Yeah.
And rather than having it as a sort of sit-down meal, we thought it'd be sort of more fun to have it more like a street food environment where you can just pick up little bits that you want, and it's really sort of chilled out. While that is happening, we're going to be having some sort of sitar music, which is sort of nice and chilled. And then our big draw of the evening is we've managed to get hold of a band called Eternal Tal, and they're an all-female drumming and singing and dancing Bhangra group.
Nice.
And they've come down from Birmingham, and they are world-class bands. They've played at Glastonbury, WOMAD, lots of different festivals around the world. So we're totally excited about that.
That's wicked.
And the event is £20 per ticket, and to be fair, you'd pay £20 just to see that band.
Yeah.
So I think it's a bit of a bargain.
Yeah, definitely a real cultural celebration, and got my mouth watering thinking about like curry and bhajis, and it's going to be good, delicious stuff. Okay, and that sounds really exciting. I think, and on this topic of cultural kind of diversity and bringing people together, I guess was that the aim really, is to we have a diverse community here in Folkestone, and we kind of will, people integrate and stuff, but there's still it's separate communities that kind of cross paths at times, right? But is it about bringing people together in a more to share experiences rather than kind of cross paths?
Yeah,
maybe a bit.
Yeah, I think so. I think what we would like to do is we'd like to create an experience that people may perhaps never had before.
Yeah.
Just because it wouldn't really enter their lives.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're hoping that people turn up and they'll go, wow, this is really cool, and it might but hopefully start the ball rolling in terms of engaging with areas of the community that they might not have considered doing before.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess it kind of could inspire people as well to, whichever kind of community you're kind of in or whatever you're doing, to open it out, because I think that's something I've kind of experienced in the past is we do all these events and sometimes it's not wanting to engage everybody, but sometimes it's just hard to get the message out to people. But hopefully if there can be more events where people can just get to know each other on a friend basis, and then over time the message starts to spread to a wider audience, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
definitely, because that's something I recognised from kind of when we did all the TEDx stuff. Was okay, it was very easy to get the message out around the creative kind of quarter, because that's where very much a lot of the activity was based.
Yeah.
But taking that message beyond, like having, I guess, maybe those representatives and those key people in the different communities or the different groups, different social groups that can take that message further. And so Essential Points, how did you kind of get that message out there, and how have you been able to, I guess, invite a diverse range of people?
Really it's just a case of contacting various areas of the community and saying, look, we're doing this thing, would you like to be involved? And we've been fortunate with a lot of very positive responses, and then using the sort of connections that we have already, we've been able to push it out there. And obviously using social media is, in this day and age, vitally important. And just good old-fashioned word of mouth as well. We are starting to have a reputation in town, a good reputation.
Of course.
So people know the word Arc now, or they're starting to. We're very fortunate in terms of our position in Tontine Street, because obviously there is a lot of happening in that area of the town now. So we get a much more footfall than we ever had.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just kind of building and building, and anything like this fundraising event is going to create even more awareness. So it's all good.
Exciting stuff. Brilliant. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Do you want to remind our listeners one last time, kind of full detail, the date, where they can get tickets?
Okay, so the event is called East Meets West. It's taking place at the Folkestone Courthouse on Saturday the 2nd of December from 7 till 11 p.m. Tickets are £20, and you can pick them up either from us, contacting us via the World Wide Web, or by telephone at 01303 211 248, or you can go to the box office at the courthouse and they have tickets there that you can buy.
Brilliant. Dom, thank you very much indeed for coming on the show, and I'm really excited to see how it all goes, and good luck.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
No worries. Right, good luck, and I'll see you soon.